Dawn broke over Gettysburg. Mist-thick rifles stacked squad tents, every shadow, a possible threat lurking nearby. I froze as a faint green shimmer appeared, moving between trees, guiding silently, impossible to ignore. Branches snapped unexpectedly. Echoes ricocheted, hearts raced, tension gripping every soldier like iron chains. A distant scream split the forest, chilling raw, reminding us comrades could fall at any instant unseen. Mist swirled, thick shapes forming then dissolving. The forest alive, danger and guidance intertwined, uncanny. Green light flickered atop a fallen log, fleeting yet unmistakable, urging us forward along a hidden, safe path. Bullets zipped past, ricocheting off rocks. Instinct and the unseen guide kept us moving, surviving chaos. Shadows twisted unnaturally. Eyes darted, breaths held, every step measured, every sound a warning. I sensed unseen eyes tracking us, pressure mounting, the spectral presence guiding around unseen hazards. Cresting the ridge, mist began to thin. Path revealed, squad intact, hearts pounding, relief mingled with awe. I stood at dawn, forest thick with mist. Rifles stacked, squad tense, eyes scanning every shadow around us. Worn insignias glinted faintly, boots scuffed. Discipline and cohesion visible in every motion, every glance. Maps spread on logs, pens scratching. Orders traced carefully, each choice weighed heavily on our minds. Squad leader paced silently, counting men. Gestures, precise authority and concern mirrored in his eyes. Rifles lined in neat rows, dew catching morning light. Mist curling, tension, palpable order, unwavering. Subtle nods exchanged. Brief smiles flickered under stress, camaraderie quiet, but grounding, alive in gestures. Hands adjusted straps, bayonets polished. Powder flasks checked, motions ritualized, disciplined, meticulous. Assembled at forest edge, whispers of orders. Eyes alert, breaths slow, anticipation hanging like fog. Silent drills executed flawlessly. Rifles raised, lowered, unison, precise, mist swirling around our feet. Terrain scanned carefully. Hollows, paths noted, choices deliberate. Each step held consequence. Kneeling fingers traced the map. Compass quivered, forest alive with sounds we strained to hear. Scout vanished into shadows, leaving us waiting. Tension, tight muscles coiled, alert to every noise. Sunlight broke through branches. Faces focused, subtle anxiety evident, morning sharp with awareness. Belts and straps tightened, powder pouches checked. Preparation became armor against uncertainty. Trail junction reached, squad halted. Eyes swept left and right, bodies tense, each movement cautious. Small gestures of reassurance. Brief smiles passed, trust a silent lifeline under pressure. Distant bugle calls echoed faintly. Silence amplified them, hearts synced to rhythm of caution. Eyes darted at every shadow, reflexive alertness. Sweat beaded as nerves stretched to the limit. Leaders conferred quietly, hand signals exchanged. Map spread on tree stump, decisions weighty. Fog rolled in silhouettes obscured. Tension thickened, every movement deliberate, every sound noted. Muskets checked and primed, each motion precise. Routine anchored our nerves amidst uncertainty. Boots crunched through undergrowth, silence punctuated by distant birds. Forest swallowed our steps. Fleeting grin whispered joke. Tension eased slightly, humor became a fragile shield against fear. Position marked on map, compass needle quivered. Mist curled, route forward demanded focus. Stream crossed carefully, water rippling. Readiness, constant anticipation underlying each step. Close-up of uniforms, mud-stained boots, buttons glinting. Details revealed our journey and toil. Slight incline climbed, breaths visible. Every step measured awareness, heightened, bodies coiled. Musket inspected once more, bayonet sharp. Rituals repeated, preparation, steady, unbroken. Leaders confirmed, cohesion gestures brief. Men responded with practiced discipline, unity intact. Mist thickened, obscuring forest floor. Tension, palpable shapes around seemed alive with possibility. Fallen branches stepped over carefully. Silent communication guided each motion, vigilance constant. Hats adjusted, straps tightened. Glances exchanged pre-battle rituals grounding our nerves. Fog-enveloped squad outlines blurred. Steps deliberate forward movement, cautious measured. Pause to listen distant sounds sharpened senses. Awareness heightened survival instincts on edge. Unit halted briefly surveying terrain. Tight formation held camaraderie and discipline carrying us onward. A faint green shimmer flickered between trees. I froze, heart-tightening squad sensing something unseen nearby. Shadows twisted unnaturally across the trail. Footsteps echoed oddly, though no one moved ahead of us. I noticed footprints in damp soil, not our own, leading off path vanishing, as if absorbed by the forest. The air felt colder suddenly, a breeze brushing against my neck, carrying whispers I could not place. Mist swirled thickly, shapes forming, then dissolving. A figure seemed to guide us without speaking. Branches snapped underfoot, though we tread lightly. The forest itself seemed alive, watching silently. I caught a glimpse of green light behind a fallen tree, gone before any comrade could confirm it. The squad exchanged uneasy glances. Tension heightened every instinct, screaming caution. A distant bugle sounded muted, echoing strangely. Notes warped in the dense morning fog. I felt compelled to follow a faint trail. Something intangible seemed drawing us forward safely. Shadows flickered at odd angles. A breeze stirred leaves in patterns I could not explain. My compass wavered slightly, needle twitching as if reacting to a force unseen, directions unsure. I paused, hearing whispers among the trees. Not words, just tones haunting and compelling. The squad moved as one quiet alert. Each step measured, guided by instinct and unseen signals. Light shifted, suddenly shadows forming. A faint green figure appeared, then vanished beyond view. I noted subtle cues, moss crushed in odd patterns. A path emerging where none had been before. Birds remained silent, unusually long. Even small creatures seemed affected by the strange presence. I sensed the figure watching, always just ahead, urging caution, yet hinting at safety. The forest narrowed, branches clawing. I kept eyes sharp, heart aware, following the unseen guide. Mist thickened, silhouettes blurred. Shapes suggested movement, but no one was visibly there. A fleeting green shimmer at eye level. I blinked and it was gone, leaving only anticipation. Uneven ground approached, rocks and roots hidden. I followed instinct, guided by subtle cues. I noticed fallen leaves aligned unusually, forming lines that hinted at a safe passage forward. Distant musket fire echoed oddly. Ricochets seemed directed around our path, unseen protection. A figure appeared briefly atop a ridge, green glow faint, leading us around potential danger. I signaled squad, silently urging focus. Tension high, awareness stretched to every sound. Shadows deepened in a hollow. I hesitated, then followed the faint glow, guiding the way. Branches swayed without wind. Forest alive with presence invisible but intentional. I felt my pulse quicken, guided along narrow trail. Unseen hand or vision ensuring safety. The squad moved carefully, trusting subtle signs. Each man alert, senses sharpened to extremes. Mist parted briefly, showing a safe crossing. Green light disappeared as we advanced, unseen, hand gone. I observed unusual patterns in bark and roots, cues we relied on to avoid natural hazards. Forest seemed to breathe around us. Shadows moving, light shifting, guiding without explanation. At last, the tree line thinned. Figure unseen, yet trail led safely toward familiar open ground. Exiting the woods, I paused, scanning behind. Nothing visible, but we knew we were protected, guided. Mist thickened as we climbed the ridge. Shapes blurred, sounds warped, tension climbing in every heartbeat. I caught fleeting shadows moving against the trees, always just at the edge of sight, impossible to track. A sudden snapping branch. Squad froze instantly, eyes scanning for threats, both seen and unseen. Faint green glows flickered between trunks. I felt drawn toward them, unsure but compelled to follow. Distant echoes of musket fire. Ricochets carried strangely, warning us of unseen danger nearby. A chill ran down my spine. Every instinct screamed caution, though the path seemed safe. Shapes shifted in the mist. I blinked and they moved differently, never lingering in one place. The squad advanced quietly, rifles raised. Silent communication carried tension nerves taut as wire. I noticed footprints appearing and vanishing, patterns unexplainable yet guiding us forward. Branches swayed without wind. Light shifted oddly, casting shapes that played tricks on perception. A low whisper carried through the trees. Not words, just tones echoing with strange familiarity. Shadows stretched unnaturally along the ground. My pulse quickened, eyes straining to discern. A faint green figure appeared atop a small rise, vanished before I could point it out to the squad. The forest floor seemed alive beneath our feet. Moss compressed in odd patterns showing safe passage. I caught glimpses of movement behind us. Nothing tangible, only the suggestion of presence. Mist swirled thickly. Shapes emerged, then dissolved, leading our path without explanation. The squad paused, listening intently. Every sound amplified the forest, tense and expectant. Faint green glimmers appeared intermittently. Each hint guided us around hazards unseen but precise. I traced the route carefully. Small anomalies in bark and roots suggested subtle direction. A sudden rustle to the left. I froze ready, but nothing emerged, only the forest breathing around us. Shadows deepened in hollows. Steps slowed, senses heightened, each moment weighted with caution. I felt compelled to follow a faint trail. Squad trusted instinct and subtle guidance, moving silently. Mist parted slightly. Green glow shimmered at the path's edge, then vanished as we advanced. A distant bugle call warped strangely, echoing through trees, unnerving, yet signaling progress. Shapes moved in the fog. We maintained spacing rifles ready, every eye scanning for threats. I noted unusual patterns in fallen leaves, aligning naturally with the safest route through dense woods. Shadows twisted unexpectedly. Our focus sharpened, anticipation mounting as terrain narrowed. The forest seemed alive, reacting. Every step forward, measured, guided by unseen influence. I sensed eyes upon us never visible. A presence urging caution, yet offering protection. Branches scraped against gear strangely. Sounds amplified unnaturally, the forest playing tricks. Mist thickened, footsteps muffled. Tension thickened with each uncertain movement forward. Faint green flashes flickered across trunks, guiding our steps, appearing then fading, without warning. I felt the path beneath me shift subtly. Unseen forces directed the safest approach. Squad remained silent, alert, scanning. Every shadow a potential hazard or clue. Leaves rustled unnaturally behind us. I tensed, certain we were being watched without sight. Mist parted briefly to reveal safe footing. Guidance unseen yet unmistakably present. Green light appeared fleetingly atop rocks. Vanished, leaving only instinct to follow it. The forest seemed to pulse around us. Shadows and light shifting rhythmically, tension mounting. I traced subtle signs in bark and moss. Each anomaly nudged us forward, avoiding hidden danger. Shapes darted at the edge of vision, gone before we could react, leaving unease lingering. A faint breeze carried whispers. Our breaths slowed, minds focused, nerves coiled for alertness. The trail narrowed, mist thick. Movements deliberate, squad cohesion critical to survival. Shadows and green glimmers intertwined. Each subtle hint guiding us past unseen perils. I felt invisible hands steer our path. Steps, careful eyes scanning, heart pounding quietly. Cresting a ridge, mist began to thin. Path ahead, clearer, tension lingering, yet relief creeping in. Sudden musket fire shattered the morning. Trees quivered, echoes bouncing wildly, my heart thundering in my chest. Shadows twisted violently across the trail. Branches snapped. Squad ducked instinctively, tension sharp as a blade. Green light shimmered fleetingly between trees. Guiding yet ominous, its presence both comforting and unnerving. A distant scream split the forest. Chilling raw, reminding us comrades fell to dangers unseen yet all too real. Smoke and mist mingled, obscuring the path. Gunpowder stung our nostrils, each breath heavy with fear. Bullets ricocheted unpredictably, forcing split-second decisions, the forest alive with chaos and threat. I felt eyes upon us unseen, pressure mounting, every movement weighed against an intangible threat. Mist thickened rapidly. Squad mates became ghost-like shapes, anticipation and dread coiling tight inside. Green glow appeared atop a fallen log. Path around traps revealed vanishing moments later into shadow. A crash to the left made me lurch. Instinct propelled me forward, muscles coiled, senses on fire. Shadows danced unnaturally across the fog. The forest itself seemed alive, conspiring, watching silently. Low whispers drifted through trees. Not words, only tones pressing on the mind, demanding sharp alertness. Smoke swirled, blending with fog. Vision obscured, each motion deliberate, each breath a battle in itself. Green light flickered again, hinting safe passages, guiding us through the ambush without explanation. Comrades scrambled for cover, ducking low. Coordination strained, yet discipline held under mounting pressure. Distant cannon thuds shook the ground. We hugged terrain, moving as one, hearts pounding in sync. The green figure appeared briefly atop a ridge, guiding us away from danger, then vanished without a trace. My boots sank into moss and leaves. Unseen guidance kept us from hidden pits, every step a test. Shouts echoed faintly nearby. Fear and orders mingled, chaos amplified by thick fog and unseen hands. Shadows lengthened unnaturally. Green pulses directed cautious steps, keeping deadly threats at bay. I stumbled, regained footing, heart racing. Spectral guidance prevented disaster in unseen terrain. Branches whipped at our faces, leaves tore clothing. Tension surged, survival instincts sharpened like knives. Muskets loaded swiftly, bayonets poised. Every motion executed with precision under extreme duress. The green figure guided over fallen rocks. An invisible shepherd leading us around hazards with certainty. A scream erupted nearby. Nerves spiked, squad tightened, formation discipline, the thin thread holding us. Mist thickened, distorting shapes. Subtle cues kept us safe, each step guided by forces we could not see. Shadows converged, then dissolved. Hazards avoided, instincts guided, spectral presence undeniable. Pulse-hammered senses stretched. Danger omnipresent, yet every step forward traced by unseen protection. Trees seemed to close around us. Narrow path navigated with fleeting green flashes, guiding without words. Smoke-stung eyes, echoes of battle ringing. Senses heightened, decisions made instantly, survival fragile. Blurred figures flitted at the edge of vision. Fleeting green hints steered us through chaos and confusion. Fallen branches, hidden pits avoided. Subtle patterns in foliage acted as guides, invisible yet precise. Distant shots crackled unpredictably. I ducked, followed the spectral trail, heart hammering in unison. Shadows twisted unnaturally on the forest floor. Green light illuminated safe direction in fleeting moments. Squad moved tighter, coordination flawless. Trust in unseen guide kept men alive, discipline intact. Adrenaline surged as we ascended a ridge. Threats at every turn, yet spectral guidance eased passage. Green shimmer led across hollowed terrain. Unseen yet unmistakable, protecting us from hazards unseen. Sounds of struggle echoed faintly. Chilling reminders of comrades, lost stakes, high caution constant. Mist thinned, slightly, path emerged. Tension remained, yet spectral guidance ensured safe approach. Cresting the final ridge, forest chaos behind. Green ghost vanished, trail to safety revealed, hearts pounding. The ridge cleared, squad breathing heavily. Relief mixed with exhaustion, eyes scanning for lingering danger. Fallen comrades lay scattered. Grief and respect mingled, each loss weighed heavily on our hearts. Green ghost had vanished, path revealed. We cautiously advanced, tension easing with each step. Mist lifted, sunlight piercing. Forest seemed calmer, though memories of chaos lingered sharply. I checked each soldier carefully. Wounds minor or major, readiness still crucial, every man accounted for. A distant call signaled rescue. Echoes of friendly voices, hope rising amidst lingering fear. Squad regrouped at clearing. Whispered confirmations of numbers, injuries, and shared survival. I led men carefully toward open ground. Terrain uneven, but guidance instinctual, steps measured. Fallen branches and debris navigated. Unseen guidance seemed to persist in subtle environmental cues. Comrades supported each other. Brief smiles exchanged camaraderie, healing frayed nerves. I noted every detail for report. Hazards avoided, paths taken, the spectral guide's subtle influence. Smoke and scent of battle lingered. Memories vivid, but safety now tangible if fragile. Squad paused at small stream. Water sipped cautiously, breathing steadying after tense ordeal. I observed surrounding terrain, noting vantage points, potential threats for after-action review. Wounds cleaned, packs adjusted. Discipline returned, minor rituals restoring a sense of order. Green glow traces imagined in mist. Reassurance or memory I could not tell, yet felt its presence. Comrades exchanged silent gestures, nods, brief pats, grounding acts of shared survival. I scanned for residual hazards. Fallen trees, hidden pits, paths we had avoided through instinct. Distant bugle called us onward. Safety near, yet caution remained, each step deliberate. Squad moved toward open ridge. Bodies tired, senses alert, memories sharp of the ordeal past. Fallen comrades honored silently. Brief pauses, salutes, whispers acknowledging sacrifice. I felt tension ease slowly. Relief mingled with awareness, the forest still holding secrets. Path widened, light streaming through. Terrain safer, our movements slower but controlled. I marked locations mentally. Each hazard noted, every twist in path recorded for report. Squad huddled briefly to rest. Brief laughter flickered, tension softening, bonds strengthening. Eyes scanned the tree line. Alertness remained, experience teaching caution beyond fear. Mist lifting, air fresher. Soldiers exchanged nods, steps confident yet mindful of unseen perils. I noted strange impressions on ground. Subtle patterns remaining, perhaps traces of spectral guidance. Forest finally opening to trail. Relief palpable, every step forward lighter, yet memories vivid. Reaching open ground, hearts pounding. Safe at last, the unit intact, scars and lessons indelibly marked. Night fell over the camp. Silence thick, only crackle of fire breaking the stillness, memories pressing on my mind. I sat alone, surveying the forest. Shadows danced, green light imagined flickering at the edges of vision. Comrades huddled quietly. Whispers of the day's ordeal mingling with exhaustion and lingering tension. I traced steps taken mentally. Hazards avoided, guidance unseen, each path burned into memory. Ghostly echoes of musket fire lingered. Hearts still racing, breaths, uneven minds replaying chaos. I glanced at empty spots. Friends lost, sacrifices remembered, weight heavy on every soul present. Green shimmer recalled fleetingly. Whether real or imagination, a guiding force that saved us all. Campfires flickered, shadows. Faces tense, haunted. Yet relief present, a fragile reprieve from terror. I wrote notes in ledger. Careful, precise, documenting every detail, every cue, every anomaly seen. Mist from evening crept slowly, wrapping forest in quiet mystery, echoing moments of fear and hope. Memories of screams surfaced. Frozen moments replayed, adrenaline and fear blending seamlessly. I checked comrades' packs, weapons. Readiness maintained, discipline grounding us after chaos. Shadows shifted in the firelight. Imagination or memory uncertain, yet caution remained instinctive. I traced the path on the map again. Forest twists remembered, spectral guidance etched into mind. Faces of squad mates reflected strain. Silent nods exchanged, shared understanding binding us tighter. The green glow haunted thoughts. Proof or fancy guiding hand, invisible but undeniable in memory. I listened to the night sounds. Crickets, distant owl, every tone amplified by memory's lens. Recollections of near misses surfaced. Each detail vivid, each instinctual decision weighing heavy. Comrades slept lightly. Tension palpable, subconscious eyes scanning, still alert to unseen threats. I traced finger along musket barrel. Ritual of calm connection to the discipline that saved us. Mist curled around tents. Shadows bending unnaturally, memories of spectral guidance intertwined. I recalled whispered orders. Split-second decisions, cues from the green ghost keeping us alive. Firelight reflected in eyes. Gratitude, grief, awe mingling as night deepened over weary souls. I noted terrain from memory. Impressions of obstacles, hazards, guidance unseen yet trusted. Thoughts drifted to lost comrades. Fleeting sorrow mingled with relief and the miracle of survival. The forest seemed still, yet awareness lingered lessons, etched instincts forever heightened. I whispered silent thanks to unseen hand, spectral guide, or fortune that led us from peril. Shadows lengthened, night deepened. Camp, quiet memories, vivid hearts, heavy yet resilient. I closed eyes briefly, replaying every step, green light, every hazard, avoided, every moment survived. Dawn approached slowly. Reflections lingered, green ghost vanished, yet its imprint remained indelible.